today, but has a lot to prove. At the midway point of the attacking half now is with the Whitecaps, as they do receive a free kick from Pedro Vite, goes to ground, about 40 yards out from goal. What can they fashion from this position? We'll see what they can deliver from this position now. It's towards that right hand side, fashioned in towards the back post. No one's there to meet it. And the D arrives from Pedro Vite, but it's over the bar. Will be attempted first time volley. And it's over the bar for a goal kick. To deliver one from the goal kick now. Drake Callender, long ball forward. It's in the defensive half for the Whitecaps. And a little bit of foot tennis to the defensive half of the Vancouver Whitecaps as they headed out of play for the throw-in. Midway point of the attacking half for Inter Miami. Laterally in queue with the penalty area, almost exactly, but shifted back towards Chelo Weingart, midway point of the attacking half down that central right-hand side. They'll play it back into that defensive half. Tomas Aviles. 1 minute of added time in this first half as the switch is attempted towards that left-hand side for Inter Miami. Driving into space. Back towards Alba. That's Chelo Weingart inside his defensive half. Looking to play it slightly forward. Here's Yannick Bright. Midway point of the defensive half now is with Tomas Aviles. Central right hand side is Chelo Weingart. Miami will be happy to just slow things down. Midway point of the defensive half is Tomas Aviles. Back towards Chelo Weingart. Towards Matias Rojas. It's picked off by Vancouver. They might have to try and generate another attacking opportunity. White look towards Picoult. Centrally now towards Vancouver. Out towards Picoult on that right hand side. Slightly overhipped towards the byline. Nutmegs Seikvitsov. And in fact the last touch came off Fafa Picoult. And that'll be the final action of this first half. Inter Miami to take a 1-0 lead into half time with a goal from Robert Taylor. Much to be excited for Vancouver in the second half. They've generated some opportunities, but Inter Miami have got plenty of work to do if they want to retain this 1-0 lead. Going forward, we'll see you in 15 minutes. course, we apologise for the lack of coverage. So we have kick-off underway now. We're out towards that right-hand side. It's led by Ali Ahmed, looking to break his way through. It's with Jordi Alba. Looking down the line. It was a good touch from Robert Taylor. And towards the midway point of the defensive half for Soyi Kvitsov. It's Campagna. A deft touch from Vancouver. Only 46 minutes in, so you've only missed 30 seconds of action here in the second half. Midway point of the attacking half of Vancouver. Towards the midway point of the centre circle now. This time with Andres Cubas. Cubas towards that central right-hand side. It's Laborda. And it's a miscue, and it's out towards Matias Rojas on that right-hand side. It's got space opening up. Midway point of the attacking half this time is Julian Gressel back towards Matias Rojas. Now across the midway point of the pitch, and it's towards Jordi Alba. Looking in central now for Benjamin Kramashi. We're going to drive into space. It's back towards Robert Taylor. But it's overhit for him. And a play for throw-in. Thomas Avila sends it long. Midway point of the defensive half out towards that left-hand side. And looking to be played in long forward, but it's back towards Gressel. Touch inside. It was now in the defensive half for Inter Miami with Kramashi. Breaks the space. It looks to drive forward. Past halfway. It's towards Julian Gressel. Steps away from his marker. Plays it back into the centre circle for Yannick Bright. Here is Jordi Alba. Midway point of the attacking half for Inter Miami. Long ball forward, but it's high and it's headed back by the Vancouver Whitecaps. And Yannick Bright managing to just dispossess Fafa Picoult in possession. But in fact did clip him, and it'll be out. It'll be a yellow card for him. As he looked to have runners forward, just a tug of the arm, and as he then went to deck. At the midway point of the defensive half for Vancouver. Central right-hand side. Laborda. Midway point of the defensive half out towards Ranko Venesinovic. And just inside the defensive half, Miami players providing defensive support and form of pressing, but it's going to be out for a free kick due to they impose themselves too much. Towards that central right-hand side. Touch initially from Ali Ahmed. And it's kept in by Kramashi down that left-hand side, but it's absolute pandemonium. The ball out towards that right-hand side. Ahmed's got space to run in the penalty area. Ahmed across the face of goal. The header arrives! But Picoult just goes wide of the goal. Very nearly could have been the moment. But it wasn't quite. It was so close. And Picoult with a glancing header towards that left-hand side. Wasn't that a distinct opportunity that they had to capitalise on immediately? And for the first time in the second half, Inter Miami firmly on the back foot. That could have been the moment. Now I'm going to have a bit of a discussion here, it looks like the referee. Not entirely what for, however, but looks like for a potential handball call, and there's an extensive discussion between the referee and the VAR. He doesn't look like he's going to go to the VAR booth as of yet, but this is a very intriguing thing to examine. But yes, play will continue. There you go. Well, potentially weary moment for Inter Miami if they were to be called back for a handball. It's back in the defensive half for Kvitsov up the line, out towards that left-hand side. Kept in play by Vancouver as he looks to lap it down the line for Lasinovic, but it's out for a throw-in for Miami in the midway point of their defensive half. On that left-hand side, a yellow card for Leonardo Campagna, who's barely had a touch of the football in this second half. This referee not exactly afraid to dish out yellow cards as the ball's out towards that right-hand side. Vancouver win back possession. Cross into the box. It's White with the glancing header. It's going to be over the bar. Now for a Miami goal kick. Great calendar to take. Well, Gerardo Martino awarded the yellow card as well. Isn't that going to be a point of discussion, perhaps? The amount of yellow cards handed out that's now played around in the penalty area. And the long ball played forward out towards Campagna, out towards that left-hand side. A good little touch out towards the left-hand side. It will be out for Miami throw-in. See the throw in now for Inter. Jordi Alba just past halfway. Jordi Alba. And Campagna just looking to weave his way on that left hand side. Played in central for towards Bright. Slightly overhit for him. At the midway point of the defensive half is with Tomas Aviles playing it back towards his goalkeeper and Drake Callender. Central left hand side is Kvitsov. Looking down the left-hand touchline, but it's out of play. So not quite the moment for Inter Miami. They've really struggled to create anything going forward in the second half. And Campagna especially, into toe with Jordi Alba, has struggled. Now at the midway point, the defensive half of Vancouver towards that left-hand side. A nice little touch inside it was briefly, but Campagna picked off the pass from Vancouver's Pedro Avite, but just couldn't play the pass forward. It's Miami struggling to pierce the gaps. That's been the real name of the game in the second half. And the switch is executed towards his right-hand side. Now Ahmed with a good first touch. Looking to drive and weave away to that right-hand flank. Steps away and plays it back towards Pedro Levite on that right-hand touchline. Just on halfway is Matias Laborda. In the centre circle now for Vancouver. Gould up towards that left-hand side. Just on halfway, long ball forward. It's played back into a more central position now for Cubas. That's an elite pass it was initially, but looking to weave his way on the penalty area. But it's back with Inter Miami in the centre circle now. Driving past halfway is Campagna. He's got space opening up on the left for Robert Taylor. He's already scored one today. Taylor entering the penalty area on that left-hand side. On his left foot, Taylor across the face. Campagna! 2 goals in 2 games for Leonardo Campagna and Inter Miami. No Messi, no problem. Up 2-0 against the Whitecaps. And this is a great piece of football for Robert Taylor, who gets a goal to go along with his assist. The space opened up. The intention was there from Taylor. And it was well executed. Bit of a 1-2 as well, might I have to say, between Campagna and Taylor. It's a great piece of football. And Robert Taylor across to Campagna, who finishes with one of the easiest of tap-ins into the bottom right corner. This is good football from Inter. Really good at that. Beats past one player to Taylor. Looks across the face, and there was Campagna with the finish. Inter Miami up 2 against Vancouver. Not many thought that they'd be able to do it with the absence of their stars, but they've proved their doubters wrong. At the midway point of the defensive half for the Whitecaps is Pedro Levite in the centre circle now. It's picked off by Miami again. Run past halfway. The central position is with Julian Gressel in towards Rojas. Laterally in place with the penalty area, and he just cheekily gives away possession. It's picked up back by Yannick Bright. Central left-hand side of the pitch now for Inter Miami through Jordi Alba. As it back towards Serhii Kvitsov on halfway. Here is with Tomas Aviles. As he's dispossessed, now toward that right-hand side will be a throw-in for Vancouver. Now we'll see the couple passes in that defensive half for Vancouver. Long ball forward here. In the midway point of the defensive half for Vancouver as they look towards the attacking half on that left-hand side and space opening up. This time, that left flank, the cross comes in towards the centre. Oh, goodness gracious. White nearly beat it past Drake Callender. It was a good ball from Picoult into the area. It sat kindly for White, but it just somehow weaved its way through out for a goal kick. But Picoult was driving towards the byline, cross into the middle, and White with sort of the back heel attempt to play it forward. I'm not sure. It looks like we'll see the introduction of the Australian, and Giuseppe Bovalina, of course, arrived from Adelaide United a few weeks ago. Only made his debut in professional football in August of last year against Northcote City in the Australia Cup. Had a really good season in the A-League, the now Australia Under-23 International. And sent out for a goal kick, by the way. Should I say a free kick in the defensive half for Inter on the left-hand side. That change confirmed now. We'll see a double change, in fact. Also coming on will be Luis Martins. Luis Martins, of course, coming on. Laborda coming off. Luis Martins, a very, very well-established left-back in his career. Multi-capped Portuguese youth international. Normally have the likes of Sporting Kansas City and Chavez and Granada. Now plays a long ball forward. Kamashi with the header in the defensive half for Inter. That's number 1-2 now. Bovalina with a great ball forward, and White could be on here. Brian White! It deflects away. Inter Miami can't bring it forward. Towards that left-hand touchline, just inside the defensive half. Taylor into feet now. Gressel. Oh, that's a brilliant ball towards that right-hand side, utilising the full width of the pitch. Here is Matias Rojas going to work on the newly arrived Martins. It's rolled square towards Kramashi, but in fact, should I say to Julian Gressel, but his shot is blocked. Cross is blocked, rather. Yannick Bright. Central left-hand side is with Jordi Alba. It's with Kramashi. At the midway point of the defensive half is Jordi Alba. Just on halfway is Kvitsov. He plays it back towards his goalkeeper, Andre Callender, who just sends it forward past halfway. Backwards header from Gressel finds it into the defensive path of Vasiljevic. Vasiljevic once more. Uncle Vasiljevic, of course, the Serbian import. Only 25 years of age. Very good scouting from Vancouver to sign him when he was only 2021. In fact, he actually was only 21 years old when they did sign him permanently. Had a loan stint from Vojvodina, of course, in Serbia. One of the most popular sides in the country, and of course probably is destined for bigger and better things going into Europe, you have to say. So Bovalina driving into a central position, playing it back towards Deleuze Kubas, towards that left-hand side. He's giving away a free kick, Marcelo Weingart. A yellow card, in fact, for him as well. And so the free kick will arrive for the Whitecaps. Plenty of numbers in the middle, you have to say, on this opportunity. Just clashing into Ali Ahmed. And so, for Vancouver, this is a very, very big opportunity to fash it in. Here we go. We're about 35 yards out from goal on this left-hand side. Distinct opportunity for Ryan Gould, who's going to deliver this for the Whitecaps. Towards the centre it goes. It's headed back by Campagna. Now it's half for Picoult, but it's an injury concern for Inter. Looks like Yannick Bright is needing a bit of attention at the moment. So at the midway point of the defensive half. Now for Inter Miami. Just inside the penalty area. With Tomas Aviles. Long ball forward out towards that right flank. Campagna back to goal. Chested away towards Matias Rojas on that right hand touchline. Also play it back towards his defensive half with Gressel. Interchanging passes with Matias Rojas. And the Vancouver Whitecaps now played into their defensive half, this time with Tristan Blackmon. Back to their goalkeeper and Huaka. Campagna's just lurking here and there. Out towards that left-hand side, Vancouver. Martins long ball forward. Marcelo Weingart looking to break through, but he can't do so. On that left-hand touchline now, Vancouver looking to stride forward. Outside of the foot pass is intercepted by Miami. They do give away a free kick. Another yellow card for Inter to Tomas Aviles this time. So if you want to count, Jordi Alba, Yannick Bright, Marcelo Weingart, Tomas Aviles, Leonardo Campagna and Ali Ahmed all in the book. With a strong challenge on Ryan Gould after he played the pass. So Tomas Aviles goes into the book. His indiscretion on that opportunity. It's a very deeper free kick for Vancouver, but they'll look to deliver one in. Vancouver towards the back post. It's headed briefly, but Aviles now it's back of a step. The shot arrives. Now towards that right hand side, and there'll be a corner now for Vancouver. The Whitecaps will now deliver one in from the set piece on this near side. Towards the back stick it goes. It's well claimed by Callender. Callender's going to take his time. Ball towards Serhikivitsov in the midway point of the defensive half now. A great touch away from Weingart. And looks like Ryan Gould is going to give away the foul and perhaps a yellow card, just dispossessing him. Knowing what this referee's done, I wouldn't be surprised, as we do see the first change for Inter Miami. Benjamin Kramashi is going to come off. Oncoming will be Federico Redondo. Of course, Redondo, quite the talented footballer. Of course, arriving at Inter in February. It's actually brought as an injury replacement for Facundo Farias. He's only 21, but he's one of the more highly touted prospects in Argentinian football, should I say. More of a defensive midfielder, but has 4 caps for the under-23 Argentine national team. Let's play back in towards the defensive half for Whitecaps. It's Gould, central left-hand side now. Going to play it forward, but it's off of a step. It's back towards Ali Ahmed on that left-hand side. His ball just bouncing around. Still in the defensive half for Inter Miami now, Yannick Bright. We're going to play it towards that right flank. No one in pursuit, and it will be a throw-in for the Whitecaps. Midway point of the defensive half now. Central right-hand side. Tristan Blackmon. Gould plays it back towards Ranko Felicinovic. A long searching ball forward. Looking towards that right flank. Looking to get a touch was Giuseppe Bovalina. He does get a touch away towards that right-hand side, but it's overhit. Now for a throw-in. His left-hand side is Campagna. And he's looking at the receiving board. Campagna was looking to get a touch away, but he couldn't do so. He was going to throw in for Inter Miami at the midway point of the left-hand side. He's going to just weave his way through, but just a bit of trickery. And his left-hand side is Alba with a nice little touch away. Now towards the right-hand side for Vancouver. They throw it now laterally this time. Hanging down that right-hand touchline. Tristan Blackmon. Midway point of the defensive half now towards that central left-hand side as Martins down that left-hand touchline in the attacking half for Vancouver. Is Ali Ahmed looking to drive into a more central area. Laterally does find the option available. Schomp towards that right flank is Bovalino with a cross, and it hits the back of Jordi Alba out for a corner. Well, not many could imagine Giuseppe Bovalino, when he made his debut for Adelaide United in August, that he would be playing against the likes of Jordi Alba a few months later, but strange things can happen in football. It looks like Fafa Picault is also in a bit of a way here. He went to ground from Aviles. I'm not exactly sure what the call might be here, but nonetheless, we'll see what can be fashioned from this position. Like there's a lot of discussion here as to what the call might be, but Ryan Gould's just waiting to take the goal kick. It looks like the referee's going to have a look at the VAR. Aviles might have actually had a bit of a swipe at Fafa Picault, and there could be a penalty call here. Well, let's have a look here. Let's see what might be the call. Yeah, there's a check for a penalty. So Aviles, well, he will probably go off as well if this is going to be... Yeah, he pushes him off the ball, but they've instructed him to have a look at this, but... Well, this is going to be interesting, because he's been pushed off the ball by Tomas Aviles. And they're still having a look here. And Bovalino with a cross, but yeah, Aviles just looks like an elbow to the back of Fafa Picault. Let's see what the decision is going to be here, because I guess, and of course they're going to have a discussion with the fans, and it's going to be a penalty. So Tomas Aviles has given away a penalty, a needless one at that, probably the most needless of penalties. Gerardo Martino can't believe it. So this is the opportunity for the Vancouver Whitecaps to get a goal back. And Gerardo Martino is he's just laughing. He's in disbelief at this point. And who can really blame him? Here's Ryan Gould from the spot for Vancouver. Ryan Gould, a golden opportunity to put his side back into this contest. It's Gould from the spot. Bottom left corner. Callender went the right way. But they do have a faint chance. There's a brief period of hope for the Whitecaps. 20 minutes to go if they want to secure their way back into this contest. Well. This could be quite the closure to this contest. It looks like they'll make a triple change as well. Ryan Raposo, one of those players coming on. They look pretty good, Vancouver, for the most part, in the second half. But Inter Miami obviously did get the added goal back. As Miami looked to swing pass forward immediately. Taylor back towards that left-hand side in the attacking half, approaching the left edge of the penalty area. Robert Taylor driving onto his right, square ball towards Gressel. It's picked off by Vancouver. Towards Bovalina with a stray header. It's kept in play. Giuseppe Bovalina and a yellow card to Schopf, with perhaps just exerting too much influence on the play there. Alessandro Schopf, of course, Austrian international, turning 30 in February. We have Arminia Bielefeld and also Schalke. A free kick for Inter Miami at the midway point of their attacking half on that left-hand side. I'd say it's about 40 yards out from goal on the left-hand side, but it looks like that might be his final act in this contest shot for Berhalter, of course. Sebastian Berhalter. Selinovic is also going to come off for Raposo. Seb Berhalter, of course, 23 years of age. He's actually the son of the former US men's national team coach Greg Berhalter. Well, current, should I say, not former. Former Columbus Crew head coach Redondo, down the midway point of the defensive half now for Inter Miami. Van Gun out towards that central right hand side now. A free kick, of course, did not eventuate in anything of note, as we'll see the foul given away. Plays taken quickly by the Vancouver Whitecaps. Ahmed back at the midway point of the defensive half. Central left hand side is Andres Cubias, Tristan Blackmon. Long ball upfield out towards that right hand side. It's Bovalina, central right hand side for Vancouver. Long ball forward. Might it fall nicely? It's still in play. Onside flag! No! The offside flag is called. And it was Fafa Picoult on that right hand side with a great ball forward. And he was way offside. And then we'll see now what Inter Miami can fashion from this defensive position. It might be just a case of surviving, really. They probably do need a bit of changes from a defensive position. Lawson Sunderland would be a good choice. Ryan Saylor as Melbourne maybe as another centre-back potentially. As Vancouver win back possession in the centre circle out towards that left-hand side. The penalty area, looking to roll square. Now it's towards Ahmed, looking to line one up, but he's been dispossessed. And Miami will look to play it forward in their defensive half now with Robert Taylor on that left-hand side, running past several players, including Giuseppe Bovalina, as he's been dispossessed eventually, and up for a throw-in towards Blackmon. Vancouver really playing with that level of urgency, as you would expect, towards that left-hand side, and play will continue now. Racing forward. Vancouver. Ryan Raposo coming on. Central right-hand side now. Right-hand touchline is Giuseppe Bovalina. Plays it laterally. Blackmon back in the centre circle in Vancouver's attacking half towards that left-hand side. Martins Left-hand touchline is Raposo. Raposo once more in the centre circle again for Vancouver. And Miami just happy to defend here in a back four. Out of possession. The centre circle here is Andres Cubas. Halfway out towards that right-hand side. Good first touch. Now Bovalina plays it forward towards Ahmed. A great defensive position from Kivitsov to take. And Ahmed unable to beat past him. And in fact, it does give away the free kick as well. So we'll see Drake Callender take his time to take the free kick. Drake Callender now. Long ball forward. Back to Carlos Campagna. It's towards on that right-hand side, Blackmon. The long ball forward, and he might find free Picoult on that right-hand side. It gets across away, past the byline, and Kvitsov sends it out for another corner, and the Vancouver fans rise in anticipation. They know this could be the opportunity. Well, here it is, Vancouver. Well, in fact, it was actually an offside flag. Well, there you go. Once again, Vancouver almost generating a chance going forward. Since the attacking half for Vancouver, long ball forward towards Cubas. Angelo Weingart looking to play it away, but he can't do so. In fact, he can't keep it in play. And Bovalina will throw it right towards the right edge of the penalty area. Here's Picoult. Out towards that right-hand side as Ahmed looking to fashion across away. He can, in fact. It's going to hit the back, hit the chest, should I say, of Jordi Alba out for a corner on his right-hand side. Well, the Whitecaps fans have been much better in the second half. Much, much better. Completely turned this game on its head. And Ryan Gould will deliver it on his left foot. Into the middle. Gould towards the near post. It's headed over the bar, out for a goal kick. And Miami might look towards their bench. You'd have to say that they probably should on the balance of play. And another corner for Vancouver. Did hit a Manchester City did hit an Inter Miami player. Gould now to deliver this one towards the near post once more. Last touch came off the Vancouver player. Still kept in play. Gould fashions across away towards the low post. And it's going to be sent into the crowd by Inter Miami. So the throw in now for the Vancouver Whitecaps will be a long throw at that from Blackmon. It looks like at the very least that'll be the intention. At 5 yards next, 5 yards out from the byline. Into the centre it goes. It's back in towards the centre circle. Towards that left-hand side now. Cubas deputising as a centre-back. Who would have thought that would have been something? He's only 5'4". As a diagonal towards that left-hand side is executed. Here's Raposo approaching the left edge of the penalty area. Crosses into the middle, and it's hits the post! The header arrived from Fafa Picoult. They might look to strike from long range, they can. It's off the head of Yannick Bright, who will sit in the penalty area for the Whitecaps. Bovalina. Here's Ahmed. Across the face. Approaching a D. Ryan Gould with the strike. It's off Yannick Bright once again. Headed back into the mixer. And once again cleared by Inter. And Campagna is there for support. He will not get a touch to it as Luis Martins will take it just inside his defensive half on that left-hand side. hitting the right post. Fafa Picoult, what a fantastic header. And you know what? On the balance of play, they probably deserve to get another goal. So we'll see Matias Rojas make way for David Ruiz. Nearly so for Vancouver. They've got about 15 minutes or so, including stoppages, to potentially generate a winner. Here's Bovalina. In the centre circle now. Kubas. Oh, misplaced pass. It'll be picked up by Miami with Gressel. But you know what? They're not going to exercise that energy. Redondo going to play towards Bright. He's under so much pressure. And Vancouver win it back inside Miami's defensive half. They'll win it back once again. This time, in their midway point of their attacking half. Long crossing towards the mixer, it goes. And Miami get it cleared just on the perimeter of their penalty area, out towards that left-hand side. Here is Robert Taylor. Racing forward. Left-hand touchline. Space opening up in the middle for Ruiz. On the perimeter of the penalty area, Ruiz on his right foot. And he's been dispossessed, but will retrieve. But it looks like offside flag might be called against Taylor. But it will be out for a corner. Last touch coming off a Vancouver player. Out for a corner on this near side. So into Miami to deliver. On this left-hand side. Towards the back post. There is Campagna. Can't do so. Redondo. Gressel flicks it back into the mixer. It's headed over the top. By Vancouver. Gerardo Martino is very adamant that there was like a tug of the shirt from one of his players, but it doesn't appear to be the case. Brian White with the final touch. Final header, should I say. Robert Taylor's ready to take the corner. Will be delivered yet again. On his left-hand side on his right foot, Robert Taylor. Delivered towards the back post, and it's flying over the bar. Wahi Takawaka. You can see Gerardo Martino just making a bit of a motion. It's quite intriguing. Picoult receives the ball on that left-hand side, following the long ball forward. Left-hand touchline, Picoult plays it back of a step. The angle for the cross arrives. Into the mixer it goes, and Bovalino couldn't get a head to it. It will be there for Drake Callender to take the goal kick. We'll see now what they can deliver from this position. Looks like that call for a potential penalty has been clearly waved away. Now deliver the forward. Campagna with the flick on. Now the midway point of the defensive half this time is Waka. Now to the midway point of the defensive half of Vancouver, one back by Miami. Long ball forward, chested down by Campagna. He's offside though. So it looks like a double change for Inter Miami to be executed in a few moments. Long ball played forward towards that left-hand side. It's kept in by Picoult. And he's looking to just get it forward, but Ruiz now playing to the midway point of the defensive half. Now put it off into the centre circle now for Vancouver. Ahmed looking to play towards that right flank, but the midway point of the defensive half. Out towards that right hand side, it's Gressel. Right hand touchline. Plays it in towards Leo Fonzo, who's waiting on the sideline, should I say. The pass was played in towards the feet of Redondo. Ball out towards that left hand side. Here is Robert Taylor entering the area on his left foot. Now it's towards Ruiz, who's in a more central area. Now it's played off. It's Ahmed racing forward. on that right-hand side. Enters the attacking half. Laterally does find Picoult on central left-hand side. About 40 yards out from goal. He's been muscled down to deck and beats past several players. Still going, Picoult. He's eventually put to ground, or Campagna with the foul. Not enough to warrant a second yellow, however. For Picoult, he's been clearly probably the best player on the park tonight for Vancouver. He's been an absolute menace, running up and down the flanks, and looks like he's actually switched into a left position. Noah Allen is going to come on for Inter Miami. Julian Gressel's going to make way. Looks like Leo Alfonso is also going to make his way onto the park as well. Not exactly sure who his replacement is going to be. Who he will replace, might I add. As now it will be delivered by the Whitecaps. Now Tristan Blackmon, 50 yards out from goal. Delivered towards the back post. And it can't exactly arrive, and Redondo got it out of play. So it will be a Miami throw-in. I think the last touch came off a Vancouver player. Into Miami next, they've got a game at home against Atlanta United midweek on Wednesday night. And then, of course, they do have another game that following weekend at home as well against St. Louis. Sporting Kansas City will face off against Vancouver midweek as well. And they'll face off against the Colorado Rapids at home next weekend. Bovalina at the midway point of the attacking half. Cross on his left foot towards the back post. Callender will claim. Ball too easy for him. A couple of Barcelona fans in the house as well with their flags. Callender with the long clearance forward. Campagna with the backwards header, and unfortunately Ruiz was too far up the park to even receive that. And you throw in at the midway point of the defensive half. Vancouver, as a long ball is thrown forward towards Brian White on that left-hand touchline. Ruiz Picoult into White with a cross off the back of an Inter player. It's Redondo on the right-hand side for Inter in the defensive half that he's brought to ground. Entering the 90th minute now. How many minutes of added time will there be? Redondo just brought to ground from Fafa Picoult. It's a bit of an argy-bargy thing here, and Picoult goes into the book. I think Redondo has also got into the book as well. And there we go. See what they can fashion from this position into Miami in their defensive half. As now we'll see the clearance arrive from Drake Callender. 8 minutes of added time. Redondo goes into the book. 8 minutes for Vancouver to make a stand, to get their way back into this contest. There's definitely time for one more. Is there maybe time for two? Who knows? Vancouver fans rise in anticipation. Played towards the midway point of the defensive half. Out towards that right-hand side. Ahmed twisting, weaving, turning away on that right-hand touchline. Tristan Blackmon plays it towards Ryan Gould. As I look towards the midway point of that left-hand side, Luis Martins. Vancouver once more. Cross found in towards the back post. Bovalina with the header towards the centre. It's kept in by Ahmed on that right-hand side. He receives once again on that right-hand touchline, in line with the right edge of the penalty area. Crosses into the middle. Miami headed away. And was played to the midway point of the attacking half. for Vancouver. Gould with a long ball over the top. And Weingart will see it out for a goal kick, but it's actually kept in play by Vancouver briefly. The midway point of the attacking half for Inter Miami. Picoult down that left-hand side, looking to weave his way through. Beats past several players, driving towards the byline, across the face of goal. No one is there for Vancouver. Picoult once more towards that left-hand side, left edge of the area. Cross arrives into the middle, but it's off the back of a Miami player out for a corner. Well, this is going to be such an intriguing phase of play, potentially. Vancouver on that left-hand side, cross delivered in towards the back post. Bovalina, it's touched towards Ahmed on the right edge of the area. He's touched down, and Miami get it clear. And Gould is going to keep it in play. And the last touch came off Ryan Gould at the midway point of the defensive half. Inter Miami will recompose. Alfonso with a deft touch, look like. And it looks like there's a bit of a discussion between the referee and Gerardo Martino. Now it's with Jordi Alba on that left-hand side. Martino can't believe it. He's just so upset. There's a backwards header then from Miami sees Campagna just lash at it as the free kick is awarded towards the Vancouver Whitecaps. Central left-hand side for Vancouver. As it's passed away by Ruiz. Towards the central left-hand side, Vancouver at the midway point of their attacking half. Delivered into the area, delivered low at that. It's now the goalkeeper coming towards the halfway line to play the pass. It's almost just like pinball at the moment. See what sticks. Delivered once again into the mixer. Towards the back post. No one is there to meet it. And Levante Johnson also made his way onto the park. We completely missed that substitution. Levante Johnson, of course, utilised as a forward, of course. Had an extensive college career at a number of colleges and a very, very good goal-scoring record. Yet to score his first goal for Vancouver, however, since arriving at the club in 2023, should I say. It's been called driving into the area towards that left-hand side. Raposo, he's brought to ground and a free kick awarded on the edge of the area. Raposo, central left-hand side, a very important free kick. And this could be the moment, potentially. Ryan Raposo, nice little touch away, but now the free kick for Vancouver. Very, very close to goal. This is the opportunity for them. Will they go direct? Will they look towards the back post? Who knows? What might they deliver? With Gould towards the back post. It's still alive for Vancouver. It's sent high. Across the D it was initially. They keep it in place somehow. It just headers flying around. Bovalina gets a touch to it. Driving centrally. It's Raposo once more on the edge of the area. Crosses in towards the centre. Kvitsov headering it away. Ahmed now keeps it in play. And Miami will win back possession on that left-hand side. Campagna's going to lash it forward. And he's going to receive it. But the goalkeeper comes out of his box all the way towards just about the halfway line to play it forward towards Vancouver. On this left-hand side now. Berhalter. Raposo. Delivered towards the centre. It's Bovalina rising. Down towards Raposo on the right-hand byline. Crosses it in once again. It's Ahmed. It's free for Pavelina. The shot is deflected. And a long-range strike arrives from Vancouver. But it's fairly tame and right into the arms of Drake Callender, who can breathe a sigh of relief. He just about knows they've secured it. It's within touching distance. Luis Martins with the long strike from a central position. That is the moment. All about confirmed. Minute and a half left. Miami taking their time. And we'll see the delivery come forward now for Inter Miami as Vancouver send it out of play for a throw-in. Throw-in now from Jordi Alba. Alba towards that left-hand side. Miami just looking to waste as much time as they possibly can. Alfonso gives it away, and looks like Vancouver will have one last opportunity. Pavelina on that right-hand side in the defensive half. Miami can't believe it. I'm not entirely sure what's happening here. It's a bit of a break and play. Oh, a red card. Looks like to one of the Miami assistants. Has kept him playing on that left-hand side for Vancouver. Towards a byline, Raposo. Can he keep it in play? He can. Delivered towards the centre. It's headed back by Miami. Still alive for Vancouver, however. And eventually it's kept by Miami, and they look to play it forward towards that left-hand side. No one's back. It's Afonso. Oh, that's a poor giveaway. And Miami still win it back. It's with Jordi Alba. Referee looks at his watch. Still a bit more time to go on in this contest. It looks like Ahmed back to goal. And he gives away the free kick. Dondo. This is the last chance for Vancouver. Central left-hand side. Here is Vancouver once more. Just on halfway. Played centrally towards Picoult. Looks to break away. Now will be the full-time whistle. Into Miami. Secure a 2-1 victory away at Vancouver. It was goals from Leonardo Campagna and Robert Taylor which secured the win. Vancouver looked much on top in that second half, but with Messi and co returning, no concern, it looks like, from Gerardo Martino. I've been Neil Simons for